What in the name of J. Jonah Jameson is that?
I am the Rhino. Nothing can withstand me.
Hello there, fellow captains. This is Connor, and welcome to Dreadnought Confused Rhino Edition. I'm very confused, as you can hear, and I don't know why they've done this to me, to torment me this way. But here we have the Indrik, the Tier 4 Aquila Vector tactical cruiser hero ship that is themed around a Rhino. Oh, look at those fighters climb. That was pretty cool. And now they're going right through me again, because they really didn't need to climb originally. And there we have the ion cannon from Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back that they used to disable the Star Destroyers so the transports could escape from Hoth. This is going to be a very, 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 very action-filled video, guys. Just going to warn you from the get-go here. Action-filled. But the main question I have for you guys is, you know the Zaratan? The Zaratan, the Tier 4 Oberon hero ship that is a destroyer and is built to ram, but is for some reason themed around a turtle or a tortoise. And yet it's built to ram. And then we have this thing. Oh, engage armor lockdown. Oh, he's disabled it. Modules all locked are destroyed, and he's destroyed us. Well played. That assault warp, or it's assault blink warp, isn't it? Yep, assault blink warp is pretty nasty if you can use it. I can't, I'm terrible with it. But back to the main question of the video. Why didn't they just make the Zaratan the Indrik? Because they hadn't released it at that point. Maybe they were currently designing it. They had it made and were just coding in the modules and just data on the ship. But this bugs me because the lore behind this ship is that it's just a very heavily armoured and upgraded ship with more armour. But it only has armoured lockdown. Maybe it has a bit more in the way of hull points than other tacticals of the same tier, but it just really has armoured lockdown to justify it being a Rhino. When you could have made the Zaratan a Rhino, goddammit! The Zaratan, an Oberon destroyer with a Rhino figurehead, not just one of those little plaque ones that, you know what I'm talking about, the smaller ones. A fully built into the forward part of the hull, the bow of the ship, figurehead of a Rhino would be fucking awesome. That would be so cool. And they put it on a tactical cruiser. I'm so confused. But I bought it anyway because I want to support the developers. Because I love this game. Even though it makes no sense at times, I love this game. But anyway, let's get in and try and make some sense of this battle. At this point, this is my third game in, I believe. I think at least. And I'm really just trying to see if these little machine gun secondary defensive armament weapons are any good. The short answer, maybe. I have one big issue with them though. And it's the 20 clip size. If that was knocked up to 24, 25, thumbs up. 30 would be amazing. But 20 is not enough. Now, it looks like enough, but look how fast you get through them. And then you've got a 2.5 second reload to deal with. Now, 2.5 seconds isn't that long. I mean, it's passing as I talk here and nobody's even noticing it. But whenever you're sitting there and there's a Corvette that has just jumped into you, is sitting right in front of you, guns aimed at you, you've engaged armoured lockdown to defend yourself, and you're getting your power into the weapons to burn them down. You get them to about 10-20%. The armoured lockdown fades, the effect fades, wears off, goes on cooldown, but you're still sitting with a Corvette in front of you. You're reloading, 2.5 seconds becomes an eternity, and before you can reload and put most of the shots in him to finish him, he's burnt you down. That's happened numerous times to me today in this thing. Numerous times. It's just, I don't know, as I said before, it feels like it needs more rounds in the clip. That's the one fix for it, I think. I mean, flak guns would be far better. That would be a massive improvement. Now this, you'll notice a little Corvette in front of us. Or sorry, I keep thinking that the tacticals are Corvettes because they technically are. They're not cruisers, they're not big enough. But that was Rushing something? I forget his name, sorry. Rushing Torment, there it was. He's in the next game as well. And he continuously just flies into the opposing team's side and gets blasted down. I have no idea what's going on. He has a death wish, I think. I mean, Rushing Torment. He likes to rush, And he's Tormented Bat. That's pretty much a breakdown of his name. But in this game, we're just trying to do some damage, seeing how this thing operates in close quarters. And thumbs up to you, Mr. Argyle Grim, Mr. Bat, for watching the horizon for any enemy reinforcement flanks. Oh, you legend, you. I know that's not really what's happening because that doesn't work in this game. You know, jumping in from outside the map's perimeters. But the Bat doesn't know that because the Bats in this don't seem to know much. Especially when they're in an artillery cruiser, which I've noticed more and more. Because if you haven't noticed, artillery cruisers controlled by Bats, they will literally aim at an enemy ship through a mountain and not move. They'll keep tracking the enemy cruiser or the enemy Dreadnought or whatever, you know, just an enemy ship in general, through a mountain. They'll not fire because they realize that, you know, it wouldn't hit the target. But they'll keep tracking it and tracking it and tracking it. And then eventually, at some point, they'll decide to move. What I'm saying is, they'll target the enemy through the mountain because they're a bot, they're a computer AI opponent. They know where the enemy is at all times. It's just they had to be within range. But it doesn't realize that there's a mountain there. It doesn't understand why it's not able to fire a shot. And eventually it moves. But I've noticed it more and more that the artillery cruisers controlled by bots are a little bit wonky on it. I haven't really noticed it with any other class of ship, honestly. Maybe the odd corvette that just blindly flies into an enemy Dreadnought and gets blasted down. But that's always a plus to see a corvette go down, isn't it? Now we want to see if we can get Mr. 5757 857 85746. Got it. Why would you name your account that unless it's a bot? I don't know anymore. I don't go into the code and look things up. I've tried. I don't have the programs that are necessary to unlock things like that. I've tried my best, goddammit. I've tried my best. But there is one module for this ship I really do like. It's the repair drones. I don't think I've ever noticed the repair drones before because I don't play tactical cruisers at all, unless they're the Harwick or the Jupiter Arms line in general, because I think they're the best, mainly because they don't have to heal. They just kill everything inside. And they're really good at taking out corvettes, didn't you know? Or don't you know? Zarathustra there, doing some serious healing to his team, or her team, you never know. But we're down again. Trying to get kills, shouldn't be doing that. And we're winning by quite a bit. But I feel like in this game, even if I were healing, I wouldn't be doing much to benefit our team. That Dreadnought on the right there, I believe it's Woody 008, has barely moved since the game started. If you see him up there on the right hand side, in the Monarch, he's barely moved. He just keeps going forward ever so slightly, and it's not really working out for him. When you're in a Dreadnought, you need support from other ships. Because if there's a tactical on the enemy team, or maybe two tacticals healing up their team, but you're focusing on the target being healed up, what's the point? I mean, even if you're in a Monarch, at long range, without module support, you're not going to be able to deal much damage to anything. There's Rushing Torment again, rushing in, and now he's tormenting himself because he's about to be taking down my Flechette Hoff battery, which are pretty cool. I like their effect. How they deploy pretty quick, launch pretty damn quick, and then hit their target with goddamn force. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Can we get anything done here? Where's the rest of my team? Okay, they're sitting at the back. Goddamn cowards. Oh, I think we'll glitch them up. But I think the match is over anyway, isn't it? I think so. There we go, yeah. But I think, surprisingly enough, which isn't really saying much because our team performed terribly there, me included, but I did come third. And all I was doing was rushing into enemy ships, being blasted down, a bit like Rushing Torment. And I keep third. Huh, wasn't expecting that, but look, irresponsibility with 12 kills, god damn. Beast. But this here game now, we're going to be trying to do a little bit more in the way of support. So, one thing I want to point out is, if you'll notice directly behind our team, at the far back, there's an artillery cruiser. Now, as I was saying a moment ago about artillery cruisers being controlled by bots being terrible, just watch it. As we're all moving forward, just watch. It doesn't really know where to aim, as you can tell by the little marker going left or right. Now, it's halted and it's... Oh, no, it's moving. Not really sure what it's doing. There's an allied actual player in an artillery cruiser up there. He's pretty damn helpful, for our side at least, in this match. But we're going to move over to our command ship and give him a hand. And there's Zara again, who was on the enemy team in the last match. Damn good healer. A lot better than I am. Oh, already hit by a nuke. Launch our little healing drone. Imagine if Dreadnought was a lot bigger than it currently is and it had a massive esports scene. Imagine the commentary. Imagine if the commentator at one point in the game had to commentate on how well a tactical was doing. It would. What would it sound like? I mean, I was thinking about this earlier. It would be something just really boring. Something that's really boring that they're trying to make more exciting. Like something like, oh, look at that green beam fixed on that allied target. That allied target is getting serious heals there, and it's still fixed on the same target. Oh, that target that he's currently healing is taking damage. It's going down a bit. Oh, no, it's going back up. It's going down again. Back up. Oh, it looks like there's another ally in need of healing. Let's deploy that little healing drone or healing pod there. Oh, there we go. Now the ally's getting some heals. That green beam is staying on target. Look at it go. Look at it. It's channeling like crazy. Oh, he's shifted a bit. Need to get a better lock on. Come on. Well, you know what, actually? Let's move on to a more exciting type. Like a more exciting class of ship, in fact. Divler? DVL. What? Divler. I'll call him Divler. Divler there, pushing our side of the map. Well played to him for pushing the initiative, or taking the initiative. Always get my sayings mixed up. You probably noticed that I try to combine two, and I always end up messing them up. We're going to heal up Divler. Taking out some enemy. Oh, there's Torment again. Flechette half battery out. Switching to the machine guns. Look at that reload, man. The reload's almost as long as the actual channeling of the weapon itself, of the firing. Did he get taken out? He did. There's the explosion. Awesome. Nice little artillery cruiser shot there. Took out that enemy corvette. Okay, we got an enemy dreadnought. Right beside our command ship, but he's dead. At least we're pushing the initiative in this match, and look, we're winning. Whenever you're aggressive and you push forward as a team, you win. Now, there are times whenever your team's just blatantly not working together. But if you see one person pushing, help them. Because maybe some other people on the team will look at them or look at you and say, oh, these guys are actually doing something. I'll push forward because I want to try and get some kills. I don't want them getting everything. Or maybe I'll be able to steal their kills off them. That's just the way the human mind works. For most people, at least. Look at that field engineer. Goddamn legend. All I'm doing is holding down the left mouse button. Look, I'm not even moving the cursor. I'll not move it until I need to. There we go, see? Oh, tacticals. Such a weird ship, man. Such a weird ship design. I don't understand them. I just don't. I understand the Jupiter arms line of tacticals, where they can be support, but mainly they're offensive. Like they can have the little healing drones or whatever. They can have the little healing pods, those types of things, as well as buffs, beneficial buffs for their team. But they don't have to be focused on healing. That's the way I prefer the game. If there were no ships that were just focused on channeling a beam, so it feels a little bit cheap to me. And again, I've mentioned this before. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it breaks my immersion of these ships that don't exist and are in a fantastical sci-fi universe. Oh, hold on. Enemy dreadnought closing in on our command ship. I need to move in. No energy left. As soon as I get a little bit, I'll put it into the engines and get over there a little bit sharpish. Oh, it's 5757 85746 again. Oh shit, okay, that was a big bit of damage. Zara's below me. Let's see. Focus on getting Zara up, and then they can do the same to me. There we go, Zara. Tacticals take care of their own, I think. Right, now could you heal me a bit there, bud? You know, I could use a bit of healing. I'm less than half hull strength. Oh no? No? Okay, I guess fuck you then. Take out these missiles. They don't really seem to be going anywhere with purpose, so no real point in taking them out, but it's automatic, so it's going to do its thing. Look at that damage, man. 45, 47, 94. Shit, we're being hit by, is that an artillery cruiser? I think it is. Yep, it is. Jupiter arms liner. Looks like with the old double punch shot. Get into cover here. Dreadnought's going to be a bit dangerous, so we need to focus on him, please. I'll heal you up, you just take care of flechettes out. Target down. Right, nobody behind us. Dreadnought in front. Support from a tactical. Yep, there the tactical is now in the radar. Just popping up. I'm going to keep the command ship all healed up. Maybe if I can get him healed up. There we go, yeah, let's do a little bit of damage here. Oh shit, okay, the command ship is almost down. That wasn't a good idea, Connor. Keep going with the healing there. Come on, keep going, keep going. Take power out of the weapons there quickly. Yep, good stuff, Connor. This is all pre-recorded, of course, so I'm just... Now, with hindsight, of course, I'm able to make decisions better because hindsight. Need to focus on keeping this command ship up, though. I mean, we are winning by a fair bit, but still. The enemy have come back from worse. Oh, we need to put power on the shields. Shit, that's getting close. It's really close. I'm not really getting a great deal of healing in this match from Zara. Mainly only the auto healing beams now and again, whenever they've got them activated. It's a really cool little decal there, isn't it? The like thunder. I'll have to look at that and see how much it is. I mean, that's one thing about Dreadnought. I'll also always support the devs by buying the ships and stuff, because even if they're shit like this one, you know, I'll still buy it to support them, but I don't agree with how expensive the little paint schemes are. It's like 189 for one, or maybe even 199 for one. I mean, they should be around 50 or something, 100 at most. They're way too expensive. It just puts me off buying them all together. And then they don't really carry over to most ships as well. No. Or is that just decals and figureheads? I'm not sure. Okay, he's going down, but at the same time I've got targets on their way to me. Armor lockdown engaged though. Let's launch our flechettes. Hopefully whenever they reach him they'll take... Yep, there we go, target down. Only got an assist out of it though. Rushing Torment again, right in my face. Let's get Sostian up a bit. Oh no, we're down again. We are winning though, we're very close to victory. That is a really cool looking ship, isn't it? Look. The little bridge and everything looks so awesome. And that's the only strafing action you're going to see in Dreadnought, folks, right there. The little evasive maneuvers. Oh, this game was so much better if you
Do a barrel roll!
Oh, that was awesome. Of course, the bot's in a completely useless position, but it's a bot. Let's get out of Devler up again. You worry, Devler, we've got you. Come on, Devler, get one, kill him. We've got this, baby. Oh shit, okay, right on. It's L57 again. I would recite the whole name, but it disappeared there, and I haven't got a memory of a... What's got a good memory? Not me, obviously, but... Is it elephants? Well, this is a Rhino, not an elephant, so we've lost that part. But there you go, guys. That's some games in the Indrik. I don't like it personally. In fact, I've never wanted a refund before, but this thing is terrible. But regardless, hope you're enjoying your day. Playing whenever you're playing. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, as well as the Discord in regards to the Patreon. I currently have 4 patrons. Their names are on screen right now. They're awesome. Goal is to get to 20. Check it out, guys. But of course, the Discord is free. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.